As spooky and dramatic as Stranger Things might be, what can we expect to find when we take a look backstage and see our favorite characters in their natural habitat? Well, make sure you stick around as we take a look at some of the most awkward and hilarious moments from the Stranger Things set. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First, that nickname though. For those of you who don't know, Caleb McLaughlin, who plays Lucas on set, definitely lives up to his namesake by being a jokester and making next to everyone laugh out loud and sometimes even roll on the floor in fits of enjoyment. He is also by far one of the most wholesome cast members you will ever come to know. That being said, jokes have a tendency to fall flat, resulting in Caleb having quite a few moments on set that he is likely to look back on and think, what the heck was I doing? The moment that comes to mind when we think of describing how awkward Caleb can be was actually seen firsthand by viewers of the popular Beyond Stranger Things show, where the teenager decided to eat an apple and blow his nose loudly while the show was filming. In fact, he decided to blow his nose while he was on camera, so it wasn't just the trumpet-like noise that the viewers were surprised by. The pure shock of the situation caused his fellow cast members to burst out laughing, with the host of the show saying, "I can't even believe what I'm seeing. You are in a two-shot. You know the camera is somewhere there." But this doesn't beat the awkwardness disclosed by Caleb himself a few years ago in a group interview where the topic under discussion was the nicknames that the cast members came to call one another on set. You see, Caleb actually gave himself a nickname that only he used, as there was no way the other cast members were going to address him like he wanted them to. So what was this infamous nickname? Believe it or not, but Caleb used to walk around on set referring to himself in the third person as Chocolate Daddy. That's right, boys and girls, no wonder why none of the cast members wanted to embrace this terrible nickname. That's just way too awkward for words. Second, dancing in the moonlight. Fans will be well aware that Millie Bobby Brown, who portrays the role of the telekinetic teenager Eleven on Stranger Things, is one of the most controversial actresses the show has ever seen. People either love the British actress or hate her with every ounce of their being. You see, boys and girls, this actually stems from Millie being such a passionate human being. She cares so much about her performance that this often results in her interrupting cast members, causing people to critique her for being disrespectful towards them. There was even a moment where Millie mistakenly bumped Caleb off stage at the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards around 2 years ago, leaving the crowd shocked at her lack of reaction to this. An apology or attempt at preventing her young co-star from falling would have gone a long way in preventing criticism, but Millie was far too engrossed in the speech she had to give. But regardless of what people say about Millie, it would seem that she actually gets along swimmingly with the rest of her cast members, especially Sadie Sink, who is known for her portrayal of Max on the show. Their relationship has resulted in a few behind-the-scenes clips, but there can only be room for one on this list. For that reason, we present you all with a moment from the set of Season 3 of Stranger Things where Sadie is dressed up in a bright yellow raincoat while Millie is dressed in a red one. This is clearly a scene that was inspired by the movie It, but rather than making it seem as creepy and serious as it needed to be, the actresses took the scene in an entirely different direction. As soon as the door opens to Millie and Sadie, their serious faces become ecstatic while Millie strikes a pose and shouts, "My name's Ketchup," while Sadie continues by saying, "And my name's Mustard." Suffice it to say that the production team is caught completely unaware by this display of awkwardness and fun, causing them to watch on in surprise as the two dance and sing on. And while their little song is pretty catchy, talking about just how great the two condiments are on both fries and burgers, it's the initial shock of the entire situation that makes this moment so memorable and embarrassing for the two actresses. In fact, you can actually see them get more and more embarrassed as the song and dance goes on. Third, a romance for the ages. Having already binged all 3 available seasons of the show, it's strange to look back at the first season and remember the relationship between Steve the Hare Harrington, as portrayed by Joe Keery, and Nancy Wheeler, as portrayed by Natalia Dyer. We're so used to seeing Nancy and Jonathan together, after all, that this relationship seems almost like a distant memory. But it cannot be denied that Nancy and Steve had a pretty intense relationship, with the chemistry between the two actually being so realistic that it caused fans to spread rumors and assumptions that Joe and Natalia were actually dating offset. And with that incredible kissing scene of theirs, these rumors were close to believable. That being said, this was nothing more than a testament to just how good the two are at acting. As in the real world, Natalia is actually dating Charlie Heaton, whom you all know is portraying the character of Jonathan Byers on the show. Imagine having to watch your girlfriend make out with someone that fans are encouraging her to date. We don't think things could possibly be more awkward than that. But surprisingly enough, this is not the moment that makes our list. You see, boys and girls, regardless of the rumors, Natalia and Joe have actually developed a really strong friendship with one another, and as such have shared quite a few hilarious and awkward moments on set. One of the greatest of all time, however, was that time when they reenacted their famous kissing scene to the delight of their fans, with a twist of course. Rather than doing precisely what they did on the show, they dressed their hands in socks and ran the dialogue with one another, ending in a romantic sock puppet embrace. Next, airing out frustrations. In fact, the main reason why Charlie was so okay with Joe and Natalia hanging out together is because the cast members are actually great friends with one another both on and off set. This didn't, however, stop Charlie from embracing fans and making fun of the entire situation. If the fans thought he should be angry about Joe and Natalia being close, he'd show them angry. So Charlie took to Instagram and posted a video that went absolutely viral. In this video, Charlie looks directly at Joe Keery, or at least who he assumed to be Joe Keery because of the obvious Steve the Hair Harrington hairstyle, and aggressively asks, "What did you say?" Before the viewers could come to terms with what was happening, Charlie grips Joe by the neck and in what can only be described as a feat of superhuman strength, lifts him right into the air, causing everyone's jaws to drop to the floor. But when Charlie lets go of Joe, we all see that this was nothing more than a mannequin Charlie and Natalia found on set and dressed up as Joe. Thank goodness. When the mannequin hits the ground and ragdolls, the two lovebirds burst into a fit of laughter, causing the viewers to do the same. And considering that the clip has received over 7 million views on Instagram, we're sure we're not the only ones who enjoyed it. But as we know, the internet can be a dark and gloomy place, with some superfans interpreting the scene as a true warning for Joe to stay away from Natalia. Awkward moment, anyone? Last but not least, stuck on video. Something that might actually surprise fans is that our next moment actually comes from Noah Schnapp, who is widely known for his portrayal of the vanilla-flavored Will Byers. We know that Will is far from anyone's favorite character on Stranger Things, but there's no doubt that Noah is far from this character behind the scenes as they come. There are a slew of videos floating around the internet demonstrating this, from Noah and Millie Bobby Brown doing weird and wonderful best friend challenges together, to Noah lying seductively on his bed in a sombrero and flirtatiously saying "Hola" to the camera. The young man even almost broke his neck by sliding down the midsection of an escalator, landing solidly on his feet and bowing like a professional. But as fun as these moments may be, none of them holds up to the time Noah was playing with a folding chair while his cast members watched on. All of a sudden, the folding chair snaps out of place and traps the actor, causing him to struggle to escape. Anyway, that wraps up the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. A simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple.